Hi, I'm Major Jonathan Harvey, General Secretary for the Salvation Army's Northwest Division. I want to welcome you to the Marysville Red Kettle Kickoff, a wonderful event online that we have provided for you this year to communicate the good work of the Salvation Army and launch our Red Kettle campaign. You see beside me the word inspire. My hope and prayer is that through the videos and the testimonials that you will see and hear today, that you will be inspired to consider a gift to the Salvation Army. One particular video will be that of an individual whose life was transformed as a child by the Salvation Army. That individual who now serves in an advisory capacity with the Salvation Army in Marysville, a life that has come full circle. So enjoy this program, and please consider carefully how you can make a life-transforming impact on someone in your community through a gift to the Salvation Army.
I'm Jenny Rudzant, the Social Services Coordinator with the Salvation Army here in Marysville. The Salvation Army's motto is heart to God, hand to man, and that really defines who we are and what we do. As a case manager, I do a lot of community resourcing. People come in off the streets and it's kind of like putting a puzzle together, finding what their needs are. We work with Mike and Rochelle actually quite often with getting people treatment, and they want to tell me their story and talk to me and reach out for help.
We go out and to the encampments and jails and other places where we're referred or do outreach and meet with people who are transient or homeless.
Yes, there's heartbreak and disappointment when you see somebody lapse and fall back, but we always reassure them we're going to start over again.
At the Salvation Army in Marysville, months after these four met, life is very different for John Carlson and Todd Smith.
I was homeless for about a year and a half and ran into Jenny here at the Salvation Army. Changed my life, brought me back around. I got a car again, housing, starting work. Been a big help for me in my life, you guys. So this place can help if you want them to.
I ended up in all places at Salvation Army. Jennifer, the lady that works there, had me come in a couple times a week, and go into the group therapy to start dealing with not just the loss of my wife. I lost my home, my business, everything. I was living in my van with no job, no income, nothing. Through the Salvation Army, I was able to start becoming more positive, realizing that my life wasn't over. And she asked me the question of, what would your wife want? And she wanted me to continue living, enjoy life, and remember her, but not live in a deep depression for the rest of my life.
I'm Jenny Rudzant. I'm the Social Services Coordinator here at the Salvation Army. We feed 6 days a week. 2 of those days are sack lunches, and 4 of them are hot meals. On an average week, we see 300 to 400 people for meals and 30 to 50 for case management. The meals are a really good way for us to connect with the community. We had a couple that came in for lunches, and through those meals, we were able to sit down with them and talk to them and realize that they needed help. And they now went through treatment, got jobs, got their kids back, and they're now housed and back on their feet. We're able to help people that are lost. They don't know where they're going. They don't know what to do. They don't know where to turn. And we're able to give them that hand up and say, hey, this is what we need to do step by step. These are our goals. Let's take baby steps. and we're able to house people, get them in treatment, and help them. We had a widow that came in for our meals, and we were able to do case management with her. Her husband had passed away, and she was on the streets with her dog Jack, and she was cold and hungry and scared. We work with other partners in the community and got her into a motel and then got her into housing. I know that every day I can make a difference in somebody's life. And to see the change in people, and to see, we had a gentleman that we helped in the change, and I didn't even recognize him walking by because he had this spring in his step and his chin was up because there was hope. And there was somebody walking beside him and guiding him and helping him to get where he needed to go. And you see the change in the people all the time. They start to smile. They realize this isn't what they have to be like. Feels amazing. Feels absolutely amazing to be. It's about relationship. It's not about they're a number. They come in and we give our services and then they walk out the door. It's about following through and being there with them and making sure that they know they still have that support and they have somebody to walk along beside them. I think that I just see the world in a whole different way. I look past people's issues. I look at people's souls and who they are and where I can help and where I can step in. And people are beautiful. No matter what their issues are, they're beautiful. I know that if they don't show up for a couple of weeks, I go looking for them. They know they have to check in with me. I need to see their face. If they're not looking good, I'm like, when you're ready, let me know. Let's go to treatment. I'm on them. I'm like the mother. Some people call me the mother of the homeless in Marysville, and that's fine because I care about all of them. I am just blessed. I've been with Salvation Army going on 6 years. Started as a volunteer, and I love what I get to do. I love my job, and I love the people, their family.
Well, as we head into the Christmas season, one of the things I think a lot of us think of is the Salvation Army bell ringing campaign. And I've always been very supportive of that, very supportive of Salvation Army because I know all the great things that they do right here in our community. And I thought I'd share just a few of those things for those that may not know. You know, the Salvation Army is located right down here on State, right by State and Grove. The opportunity to come and get meals, warm meals in their facility. They also wrap services around people, provide them help in areas where they may not have expertise, finances, other basic things in life that can help them get back on their feet. Another critical thing is they offer substance abuse programs for people that are suffering from addiction. They have a number of great programs, both locally and they can, I know, place people in different areas throughout the Puget Sound as well. That's really critical for people that need help in that area. The Salvation Army is just another great resource there. Those just name a few of the many amazing things that they do here. And you've got such dedicated people at the Salvation Army that really care about those that are having a difficult time in their life right now. And without this resource in our community, we would have a lot less help for those people. And so I hope you'll rally behind the Salvation Army, take part in their virtual bell ringing campaign this year, and let's help support this great organization that does so much for the local Marysville Puyallup community.
Hi, I'm Mark James. I'm a Marysville City Council member, and I just wanted to say here at the Salvation Army, there's great work going on. Jenny is running a really tight program. She helps not only the homeless, but families that are in need. I understand they have a voucher program for people that are coming on hard times and they can't pay, for electric or gas, water, that sort of thing. So not just for the homeless help, but also for families in the community. She really has a great outreach here. But I just wanted to say that I do come down about once a month with my Rotary Club, and we actually get hands-on and get to serve some of the folks that are here that are hungry. And what a blessing it is, both directions. You think that you're just going to help somebody else, but it really helps you see and feel the heartbeat and understand a little bit more about what it means to be hungry on the streets. And I appreciate the opportunity that's provided here. If you want to volunteer, I'm sure that Jenny would love to hear from you as well. Again, the Marysville Salvation Army is doing a great work, and I encourage them to keep going. and do all they can. They're doing a great job. Thank you.
My mother was an 18-year-old unwed mother. I went to relatives here and there, but there was nowhere for me to go. I became homeless. I was 12. I had a teacher who took me to meet some friends of hers. They owned a baby store in San Francisco, and eventually they asked me to come and live with them. It was just like a dream come true. But then one night he came into my room. I could have ended it if I'd screamed, but I was desperately wanting to be a part of a family. I fought him as hard as I could, but the inevitable happened. How long it lasted, weeks, months, I honestly don't remember. But what I do remember is looking over him one night, and his wife was standing there. He told her that I had led him on, and they told me I had to leave. It broke my heart. I walked to the Greyhound bus depot, went into the ladies' room, sat on that toilet with my legs pulled up so no one could see me. It was the most terrifying night of my life. The next day, the police came and they asked me who they could call. There was no one. So they called the Salvation Army. And about an hour later, 2 Salvation Army officers, they looked like angels, walked in, Major Helga Dempster and Brigadier Ada Van Hazelen. She was always one of the closest and most precious people in my life. They put their arms around me. They told me I was safe, that no one would ever hurt me again. It was wonderful. I got a uniform. I wore a bonnet, which they don't wear now. And I was a part of something. I was loved. I was involved, helping people. They gave me values that you love people, that wherever we are to be the hands and feet of Christ extended. And today I am the president of the board for the Salvation Army here in Marysville. I'm giving back part of what I was given. The Salvation Army reaches out to people that the world has given up on, and I am the living proof of that. I don't know what would have happened if they hadn't found me. That's frightening. But they gave me everything. You know, the world talks about passing away and dying. In the Salvation Army, you're promoted to glory, to be with Christ. And when God calls me home, I will be promoted to glory.
Greetings. I'm Lieutenant Colonel Cindy Foley, the Divisional Commander of the Salvation Army Northwest Division, and on behalf of a very thankful Salvation Army, we extend our greetings to you on this important Kettle kickoff event. It's always wonderful to have an opportunity to share our thanks with the generous community. The Marysville community gathers around the Salvation Army and helps us to meet critical needs for people in need at Christmas time and throughout the year. Your financial support, your volunteer support, your gifts in kind of food and clothing and personal items for people are helping the Salvation Army to keep people alive, all throughout the year. Warm meals, rent assistance, utility assistance, back to school activities, programs throughout the year. It's all possible because of your support. So at this time of year, please know that the Salvation Army recognizes all that you do for us, and we wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.